I've told you several times now that affordable gear is getting better. I decided to finally put my money where my mouth is, and I bought Amazon pedals. Hello and welcome to Ethan's Guitar Room. My name is Ethan, and as you heard in the intro to this video, I bought a few pedals from Amazon and only spent $55. I'm going to test them and compare them to what I think they're trying to copy, and we'll see how these pedals stack up. What I bought is a delay, a chorus, and 2 overdrives. Well, one's definitely an overdrive, one might be. You'll see what I mean by that in just a second. I haven't played through any of these yet, so this will be my first impression. Make sure you subscribe and like this video, and let's start playing. Okay, so obviously the Amazon pedals are on the bottom row. I have a vintage overdrive. It's green, so I'm guessing it's like a tube screamer. This one's the ultimate drive. I just threw the blues driver up here. We'll see what it sounds like. The reason I bought this pedal is because it's called the ultimate drive. However, it has rate and depth controls. At least that's what's printed on the enclosure of the pedal. So I'm curious to see if it's a drive or some kind of modulation. We'll find out soon. Got an analog chorus. It's light blue, so I grabbed a light blue analog chorus pedal. And then lastly, a digital delay. Threw up a Boss digital delay to go against it. And when I was picking these out, I looked for a reverb pedal, but there's really not a good, like, super cheap option for a reverb pedal. But the total price I spent for 4 pedals was about $55. I think 3 of them were about $13, and the other one was a little bit more. So let's start off with the vintage overdrive, and right off the bat, like, first thing, it beats the TS9 Tube Screamer on LED. You probably can't even tell that that LED is on. I don't know why they haven't fixed that. It's like my least favorite thing about the Tube Screamer. Okay, so just set everything kind of in the middle. And I'm playing through a Les Paul into a Vox style amp and then a 2 notes cab emulator. So my opinion is that sounds pretty similar. They're not exactly the same, but this was definitely based on a Tube Screamer, and it's got a very similar tone with that mid-forward sound. Honestly, that sounds pretty good. Vintage overdrive, like $13 on Amazon. I think I'd give this like an 8 out of 10. The only thing kind of negative about it is when you click it on, there is a little more static sound that you don't get with the TS9, but it sounds really good. Okay, let's find out if this is a drive pedal or not. So I don't think it's the same as this. Maybe if this was darker. Is it just me or do those sound the same? They're very similar. not really hearing a difference with this switch. And I'm guessing these are supposed to be labeled the same way as this one, so this should be drive and this one volume. Maybe I'll hear a difference when I listen back to this, but I was able to get this set up to sound a lot like a blues driver. It sounds good. I couldn't tell what this switch was meant to do. I thought it would be like a high gain, low gain thing, but I couldn't really hear a difference. Maybe a slight increase in volume, but not that much. Before we move on, let's pause for a real quick ad break. Nobody's sponsoring this video, but I did just spend money on some pedals specifically for this video. And I'm quickly approaching 1,000 subscribers, at which point I will be eligible to earn ad revenue from these videos. So if you're into guitar stuff, do me a favor and subscribe. It will cost you nothing, but it will help me be able to continue to make videos like this. And if you're a dedicated viewer and you want to help support this channel, you can do that by going to Patreon. And I'll put that link down below and on the screen. It's patreon.com/Ethan's Guitar Room. You can follow me for free over there. That gives us a better platform to have some dialogue back and forth and also get you involved in the process behind videos. Or if you would like, there are a few paying levels that would directly support these videos. Back to pedals. Okay, let's play with chorus. That's max speed and depth. I think the MXR one sounds a little bit clearer, but they're very similar again. And all of these Amazon pedals are really holding their own. If you could get the Boss CE5 or the MXR analog chorus, they're both really good. They're almost exactly the same. If you're just getting started with pedals, though, this would be a great starting point for like $13. You could play with chorus and figure out if you like it or not. All right, so the digital delay, I'm curious to see how this goes. Oh, I didn't expect that. Got myself into one of those infinite delay loops. Well, that's interesting. Usually a repeat adjustment would change like how long until the delay completely fades away, but it made that longer and also really loud. So that's what I would expect for a really, really, really long feedback time. Okay, that one's kind of getting louder too. Maybe I've just never played with this enough. Yeah, that just comes back super aggressive. I don't like that. Let's see if we can get kind of slapbacky. Kind of like a slapback sound. I don't play with delay enough, so I'm not going to be the best person for this. What can I say? I was right. Affordable gear is getting really good. If you're just getting into pedals, these would be awesome. If you have Amazon Prime, it's like, $13, free shipping. You'll have it in like 3 days. Just don't buy coffee and candy bars for 2 days or something, and then you'll have $13 to buy a pedal. Out of these two pedals, I think 2 of them were really good. The green one, the vintage Overdrive tube screamer style, sounded great. And I was able to make it sound just like my TS9 tube screamer that costs like 15 times as much. And then the digital delay, I kind of liked that. It's easy to set up. It does what you want a delay to do if you're just getting into delay, especially. I don't play with a ton of delay, so I'm probably not the best person to test that, but it does everything that I would use delay for. The only thing it's missing that I like is a tap tempo, but that Boss pedal that I have on there doesn't have a tap tempo either. I don't know how long they would last. I assume that a cheap pedal means the internal components are not going to be as good, probably won't last as long, but they will get the job done. If these pedals would have existed like this, with this quality, 10 years ago, I would have gone nuts with it. So if you're looking for an affordable pedal board, start there. I had the idea while I was recording this to maybe do some kind of giveaway with these pedals, since I already have enough pedals. And I'm thinking when I get to 1,500 subscribers, I'll come up with a way to do a giveaway of these pedals. So make sure you subscribe, help get me there. And if you enjoyed this, please like the video, that also helps. If you're well into pedals, let me know in the comments, how did you get started? I started on a Line 6 multi-effects. I don't think it was called a pod. It was like the rectangle pedal board size, had a wah pedal built in. I think I only used it for overdrive because it was too complicated and I didn't spend the time to figure it out. If you're new to pedals and you decide to get one of these, let me know. I would be excited to know that I helped you make a pedal purchase decision. And don't forget, if you would like to, you can find me on Patreon. You can follow me for free. I would like to grow that to have like community involvement with deciding what to make videos about, because that's one of the hardest things when doing this. So find me on Patreon, tell me what you want to see, and go watch one of my other pedal videos. I have quite a few out now.